honorable guests, respected dais, and fellow delegates. A very good morning to everyone and welcome to ABC Education and Migrations Chitwan Model United Nations 3rd edition, organized by Youth Thinker Society Chitwan in strategic partnership with Everest International Model United Nations and the United States Embassy and supported by Cathay Dragon. Our partners include technical partner Unlimited Technology, education partner Lumini ICT College, travel partner Global Gateway International Travels and Tours Private Limited, and media partner Kalika Media Groups and Geelong Post. I am Prasan Thapa and have been given the honor to be the MC of this ceremony. Two participants in the 3rd edition of Everest International Model United Nations, namely Ms. Prakriti Dhakal and Mr. Rahul Acharya, and the founding president of Youth Thinker Society Chitwan, Mr. Susan Adhikari, had the vision of a similar platform to engage youths of Chitwan to global challenges. And with benefits of leadership, public speaking, team working, and diplomacy skills help in their overall personality development. After months of hard work and further engagements with bright minds of Ms. Kavita Paudel and Mr. Suraj Casey, the vision became a reality in April 2017 at Agriculture and Forestry University. Later, having witnessed critical benefits of Model United Nations, the same delegates started spreading the culture of MUN in different schools and colleges of Chitwan, Lowell Parasi, as well as Mokwanpur. And today, ladies and gentlemen, in between us, most of them are proudly serving as a part of the organizing committee in ABC Education and Migrations Chitwan Model United Nations. Similarly, just 2 years later, Chitwan Model United Nations is an opportunity to grab for not just only the youths of Chitwan, but for the youths of the entire nation. Ladies and gentlemen, today in our Province number 3's national level MUN, we are delighted to welcome 107 delegates from 27 districts representing 6 out of 7 provinces of Nepal. Moreover, we have been honored by the presence of 2 international guests all the way from Bangladesh, Ms. Sadia Tasnim and Mr. Zafri Al-Fahid. ABC Education and Migrations Chitwan Model United Nations has been designed to promote the Adhikari to offer bouquets and badges to the respective designations. Similarly, I would like to request all of you to join me in honoring them with applause. First and foremost, our honorable chief guest, the co-founder of Youth Thinker Society as well as co-founder of Everest International Model United Nations, Mr. John Rai. The director of ABC Education and Migration, Mr. Sachindra Thapa. We also have Honorable Director of Chitwan Branch of ABC Education and Migration, Mr. Niraj Shrestha. Honorable Sales and Marketing Director Head of Cathay Dragon, Mr. Deep Dahal. Honorable Campus Chief of Nepal Polytechnic Institute, Engineer Baburam Upadhyay. We kindly request you to please be in the front row. Mr. Suraj Bosne. Miss Neetu Karmacharya. Miss Shobha Neupane. भरतपुर महानगरपालिका वडा नम्बर 29 का वडाध्यक्षज्यू मिस्टर आदरणीय मन बहादुर मगर. Honorable President of Youth Thinker Society Chitwan, Mr. Sanjay Paurel, Ms. Babita Lamitsane, Honorable President of Youth Thinker Society Pokhara, Ms. Sajma Gimire, Administrative Director of Youth Thinker Society Nepal, Lavina Pradhan. We have also been privileged by the presence of Chitwan Branch Director of ABC Education and Migration, Mr. Dinesh Shrestha. Co-chairperson, Ms. Arpana Casey. Director, Ms. Babita Lamisane. Next, in Food and Agriculture Organization, we have Chairperson, Mr. Suresh Maharjan. Co-chairperson, Ms. Osmita Ariel. Director, Mr. Gaurav Adhikari. Society for Gender Equality and the Empowerment of Women, UN Women, we have Chairperson, Mr. Milan Paurel. Co-chairperson, Ms. Srijana Shrestha. Joshi. Co-chairperson, Ms. Unnata Tibulsina. Director, Ms. Samana Baral. Now, ladies and gentlemen, may I request all of you to rise from your seats and join me in honoring the national anthem of Nepal.
Chitwan present in the hall, esteemed guests, respected dais, fellow delegates, and the organizing committee. Chitwan Model United Nations is the flagship of Youth Thinker Society Chitwan. It provides youth of Chitwan a platform to achieve greater understanding of not only United Nations but also about the global issues through an interactive and enjoyable interaction. It is an attempt to engage students with global challenges and encourage them to link creatively with an international outlook to problem solving that attracts many brightest minds throughout the nation. Our venture to Chitwan Model United Nations Edition 3rd is now becoming successful, only with the due support from our Youth Thinker Society family, ABC Education and Migration, Cathay Dragon, Chitwan branch of Unlimited Technology, Global Gateway Travels and Tours, our media partner Kalika Media Groups, Lumini ICT College, and Chitwan Post. We hope the love and support which you all have been granting us will remain as it is. Throughout this, we are connected. Through this organization, we are trying to connect youths of different faculties and fields to bring some new ideas in solving the global issues and also the issues related to the Nepal. Hope you will be enjoying our time, and at the end, I like to, from the entire family of Youth Thinker Society Chitwan, I like to welcome you all. Hope you will be having very fantastic time in our conference. Thank you.
अब भने शुभकामना मन्तव्यको लागि भरतपुर महानगरपालिका वडा नम्बर 29 का अध्यक्षज्यू मिस मनबहादुर मगरज्यूलाई म स्टेजमा
यो सबैभन्दा पछाडी परेको भरतपुर महानगरपालिका को वडा भएर पनि यो पछाडी परेको यो विपन्न घर परिवारहरू बस्ने ठाउँ यो एउटा चाहिँ विपन्न वडा एउटा दुर्गम वडा यस ठाउँलाई तपाईहरुले ठाउँबाट सम्झेर मनको आँखाले देखेर यहाँ आएर जुन कार्यक्रम को लागि यहाँहरु आउनु भएको छ यो मानेमा पनि मैले यहाँलाई स्वागत गर्न गइरहेको हो। आज यहाँले असाध्यै राम्रो यो मैले सबै कुराहरु त बुझिसकेको छैन, मोटामोटी चिठीमा हेर्दै गर्दा यहाँले जुन कामको लागि यहाँहरु तयारीमा लागिरहनु भएको छ त्यो यहाँहरुको काम यहाँले गर्नु खोजेको जुन सोचाइ हो त्यो अनुसार चाहिँ तपाईहरु सफल भएर जान सकोस् यो मैले शुभकामना दिन चाहन्छु र मलाई दुई शब्द बोल्न दिनुभयो यो यस कार्यक्रममा यसमा पनि यहाँलाई धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु र तपाईहरुको कार्यक्रम सफल भएर जान सकोस् भन्ने शुभकामनाका साथ मेरो आफ्नो भनाइ यही अन्त्य गर्न चाहन्छु। धन्यवाद।
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let us lend our ears and open our hearts for the inspirational words of Mr. Chitwan Rai.
Someday, long ago, I also used to be like you, attending conferences like this, without much knowledge about what that is actually. My first conference was in Netherlands in 2007, and the reason that I went to that conference was not because I knew what NUN was. I had no idea. I just wanted to travel. I just wanted to see Europe, and I needed an excuse to say like, okay, how do I go to Europe? Because people from Nepal, we are so privileged that we need invitation letter from other countries to apply for visa, right? We can't go just like that. Hey, I'm here. We don't do that. We have to have that invitation letter. So while searching on the internet, I found a conference called the European International MUN, which is the oldest MUN. And I went there with an expectation that it will be a conference like any other conference, where there will be speakers like me and audiences like you. And my hope was I will be an audience like you on the back seat. As soon as the speakers and the guests were done with their speech, freedom, I will then go to see Amsterdam. But the sad part is, later on I realized that it's the exact opposite. We just pretend to be speakers at the beginning, like us. throughout the conference, you will be the one speaking. And that was the biggest shock of my life, because I was in the committee hall, and then it was my turn to speak. I vividly remember 4 or 5 words. I stood from my seat. I said, the delegate of Mexico, and I don't remember anything after that. There was a long, I think I blacked out. I was all sweaty. And I remember saying thank you and sitting down. It was a 7-day long conference. 7-day long conference. And my hope, my dreams and expectations of enjoying Europe was right there crossed. I was heartbroken. Very sad. But then the beauty of MUN is, you meet people you have never met before. Yes? You become friends, and then these friends, if they are good enough, they will encourage you to research and speak. If they are cool enough, they will make you do crazy things. I had a bit of both. I had like crazy friends. I had like good friends. Friends who encouraged me to research and maybe try. The next day, I thought like, okay, today I'm going to speak. I researched a bit about Mexico, the country that I was representing. But as I had no knowledge about what my role was, I started criticizing Mexico in the committee hall, which is exactly what you're not supposed to do. And then I decided, no, this is not for me. This is my first and last MUN in my life. No matter how much money one will offer me, I will never ever in my life do MUNs again. And I came back to Nepal. But then I told you about these friends who are crazy, you know. So these friends will again email you saying, hey, do you want to go to France, Paris? You will never ask why, because it's Paris, right? That's like, why not? And after you plan for Paris, and then you'll ask them, what are we doing there? So like, yeah, there is this conference called Paris International MUN. Go there. Okay, and then they'll start the emotional blackmailing, like, you have to come with us. I'm like, we've been friends, we promised that we'll meet again in the next country. It's like, okay, fine. But that time, having the nightmare from the European International MUN, I went a bit researched. Then it made sense to me. Oh, okay, man, I think I can speak a word or two more. The 4 words that I initially remember, it was a lot different. So in Paris International MUN, we had a bit of fun, because at that time, I had somebody to tell me that what MUN is. Right? Today when I look at you, I feel so fortunate, because I can safely say that most of you who are here knows at least what MUN is. Many thanks to teachers and your leaders, supervisors who have been guiding you, right? DIAS members and trainers, our members from Chitwan who has been helping you out. But then after Paris, there was one critical question that I asked myself. What did I get in Paris? What did I achieve in Netherlands? I invested a lot of money to go there, right? But then there was no answer, because all I had was a certificate. And to tell you this, we can see a lot of awards in the front row here, but MUNs in Europe, they don't believe in awards. What they will do is, they'll give you a piece of paper, photocopy paper. Exactly, piece of photocopy paper, black and white, as a certificate that you participated there. And I said, like, you know, in conferences here in Nepal, if I went as a participant, I also get a lot of folders and big things. It's not worth it. But then, after that, I think once you do MUNs, you get the hang of it. And it's 2019 now. By this time, I've had the opportunity to travel to almost 30 countries, attend a lot of MUNs, meet wonderful friends, right? In every country that I've been to, I have a home there, a family, who are my friends. And I don't need to say like, where do I stay, what do I do there? Because there are people, you know, you connect with, right? Today, if you ask me what do I do, since doing MUN since 2007, I got an opportunity to work with the UN, the real one, later on. At this moment, I also work as an advisor to UN Women Country Office Nepal. We work with different organizations, including the US Embassy, different UN agencies, government of Nepal. I work with a lot of leaders, a lot of bureaucrats in Nepal. We train government officers. We do a lot of businesses with young people like you. And when I think about it now, if I had not made that accident in 2007, I do not think that I will be where I am today. You know, today, at this point, I am coming here as a guest. And the pride that I feel when I see people that we once met as strangers have now become leaders, now have become thinkers and doers. Now they are organizing their own conferences, accumulating their own resources, finding partners to collaborate with. It's such a beautiful feeling. And to be at this place, look at this surrounding, this amazing resort out here, beautiful, beautiful young minds, right? So what I want to tell you is, it might not make sense immediately. You might take home an award or two. But what is most important is, you need to be open. You need to be open to learning. Because what you are here today is to identify your flaws, at the same time, strengthen your strength. You know, and also connect and collaborate with people. As the MC rightly said, that the representation right now from almost all 7 provinces and more than 20 districts, you know, participants even from outside. It's such a beautiful platform, right? But then it will not come to you today. When you go back home, if your parents ask you, what did you get from this MUN? You will be able to safely say maybe 1 or 2 profile pictures for Facebook, right? Maybe 10, 20 friends who will at least like 4 or 5 of my pictures. Yeah? But then you will only be able to understand this when you slowly move on in your career path. When I look back at the journey that I've had, now it makes sense. Everything that I did, frustrations, challenges. You know, in 2014, when I came back to Nepal again, after interning in Geneva UN office, we decided that we will send few other students to these conferences in other countries. We tried finding sponsors, and then we sent 3 people, I think. But later on we realized that instead of sending people abroad, why don't we create a platform in here in Nepal? It's such a beautiful country, cheap, you know. And then we said we have a lot of friends abroad, and we will definitely create a platform here so that this sort of platform will be available, affordable, and accessible. Those were the 3 guiding principles for us when we started EIMUN and Youth Thinker Society. So instead of sending people, we will create a competitive platform in Nepal where a lot of Nepalese, including a lot of foreigners, can come here, talk about issues that matters. And then when we started, we have never envisioned that we will have branches and chapters and leaders and thinkers outside Kathmandu. But then right now, when I am attending 3rd edition of Chitwan MUN, I now realize, it makes sense now, right? So my request to you is, one thing that you need to remember is, your voice does not have an age. No matter how small you are, no matter how old you are, your voice is something that matters. An action of 1 person can benefit 3. Action of 3 can benefit 9, right? So my request to you is, be open to learn, be open to new ideas, be open to possibilities here. You will talk about issues that you have never maybe heard about. You will represent countries that maybe you'll never go to. But then these policies are real that you'll be representing. These problems that we're talking about is real. The solutions that you find might not be practical enough for Nepal, but when you get into the right place, when you get into the right office, at that time, you will require these skills. So do not stop only learning for yourself. Share. When you go back home, we have 107 delegates, but if you can, maximize this impact by sharing your learnings with others, you will be 107 institutions like Youth Thinker Society. Okay? So my journey of MUN, which I started by uttering 4 simple words, the delegate of Mexico, and coming to this point where I speak a lot. I think you've realized that by now. A long story. It has not been easy, but it was absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it, right? So, have patience, because we Nepalese, we Southeast Asians, let me be inclusive. We Southeast Asians, we do not have that thing called patience, you know. We want everything right there. Right? Oh, I have to be successful, right there, right? Oh, I have to be an eloquent speaker, right there, right? The only thing you can do right now is take a deep breath and say that I will learn more. Right? So have that patience, because this is not a product. This is a process. This is the process, and let me tell you this. The process is far, far, far important than the product itself. So while you are here, you're investing in yourself. While you're here, you are here to look into yourself and say like, okay, these are my flaws. These are my strengths. So after 4 words, I did not give up and say like, okay, these are the 4 words I know, I will just leave it there. I didn't do that. Many of my friends pressurized me. Many of my friends encouraged me. I also gave my best. And today, like, I'm happy to look back at the impact that I've created. So, when you go back home, please save your learnings. When you go back home, always be open to start initiating things, leading initiatives. Fail and try again. Collaborate, learn your weaknesses, find strength in others. That way, when you get out of school, you will not only get out with a certificate, but with experiences that will be invaluable to you. Having said that, I also want to take this opportunity to thank our partners, our sponsors, without whom I do not think that this platform would be as easy, as accessible as possible. It is for people like all of you who have made this possible. It is for people like you who will make this more impactful. So, having shared a few of my words, I wish you all the best for the conference. May you learn more. May you strive for more learnings, more collaborations, and more impact. And in coming days, I hope to see you in different roles and positions. And I hope that we will stay in touch through various social mediums. Thank you very much, and have a...
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have also been honored by the presence of Chitwan branch head of Unlimited Technology, Mrs. Riza Srestha. Ladies and gentlemen, could we have a big round of applause for them? Next, I would like to invite here on the stage the Director of ABC Education and Migration, Mr. Sachendra Thapa.
Before I even introduce myself, on behalf of ABC Education and Migration, let me acknowledge the hard work and effort put in by Youth Thinker Society here, Chitwan MUN. It's not an easy task, guys. To organize a session like this and to have you all under one roof, it has taken them hours, days, months, and experienced person like Chitwan sir has guided them throughout, and the experience you've just heard is started from 2007 when he just spoke 4 words, and he's a wonderful speaker at the moment. A big round of applause for MUN Chitwan and Youth Thinker Society for all the hard work and effort, please. My name is Sachendra Thapa. I represent a company called ABC Education and Migration. We are the main sponsor of this event, and it's an immense pleasure and feels great to be able to support the youth of Nepal, the youth of Chitwan. And it's not only a program that ABC hosts. We're a company. Of course, it's a business and profit-oriented business, but then again, ABC is involved in many social work, just like one of the sessions that we're hosting today here. Let me tell you about what ABC does. ABC is a consultancy group that takes people to Australia for study. Only focuses on study. It's a trend now. It's not only about education, but it's a trend to go to Australia these days. So guys, it's a fashion because my friend went. It's because someone sent a photo from overseas. That's something I'm here to make you aware about, guys. It's not all about the trend or following your friend. It's about following your dream. It's about following your career. Although I run a company and it will help me uplift the profit as much if I could take all of you, but then again, I don't encourage to do so. A youth like you are needed in Nepal. But then again, it's all about taking the quality education from abroad. It's not because of the photos. It's not because my friend's gone there. It's not because my neighbor's there. It's not because my family wants me to go there. Please select your course and career wisely. It's the right time. There are a lot of young guys here. It will come in handy at a later stage, but all the ones that are doing year 12, year 11, or bachelors. It's time to be serious, guys. It's a perfect time to be serious, and you guys are already involved in such a wonderful event like this, and you guys are already connecting amongst each other, and you guys are from all different areas. You're making friends, you're learning new things, attending a conference like this. I probably didn't expect this in Nepal, and especially in Chitwan. I've been myself in Australia for 19 years. I grew up in Australia. I was in Australia since class 7. My parents migrated there. And what I saw there back then is what I expected Nepal to be. But then again, to see you guys here and see you guys all participating here feels great. Just a bit about ABC. ABC, we're based in head offices in Sydney. We're based in Brisbane. We're based in Melbourne. We're based in Singapore. We're based in Thailand. We're based in Navi, Mumbai. And in Nepal, we're based in Kathmandu, in Narangad, Tari, Ratnanagar, Birtamor at the moment. And I've recently shut down a Pokhara branch. Let me tell you why I've shut it down. And let me tell you a reason why I've come to Nepal to promote education. Because I've seen a lot of depression. I've seen a lot of misguidance in the education industry in Nepal. Pokhara branch because misguided the student and charged them extra. That's the reason I shut down my Pokhara branch overnight. I confess that it's part of a mistake that company is taking, but then again, that's something that's happened. Right? And the reason I've become involved in education since the last 3 years is, guys, I've seen the misleading. The agents here are using those young minds and playing with your young mind because you guys are not doing enough research. Too busy on Facebook and Instagram, but you can't do a search on Google. You're believing someone else. Please, I request you all, it's about your career. It's not about a counselor. It's not about me telling you, okay, these are perfect courses. Everything is accessible these days. Not only about Australia, you want to go to America, you want to go to Europe, any other countries, guys. I request you to do a nice, good research on it. Before I take it longer and make this session a boring session, let me tell you our branch in Narangad and Tari, and if there's any details that we can provide you in terms of IELTS, or you wanted to go overseas, or you have a family of friends that are interested, please do help us. And again, I'd like to thank Youth Thinker Society for giving ABC a wonderful opportunity to help all these youth, and I hope that we'll be able to contribute in future. Again, for wonderful youth like you, I wish you a very best of luck for the conference. And it's not all about winning. I don't know whether there's some sort of game there where you win or someone loses. It's about you guys being here, you guys being involved. Guys, coming to a next step. Just like Chitwan sir said, his first initial phase, he just wanted to go there. And many of you here, don't feel bad about it. You guys, many of you are here just to travel and come around here. Not to probably face the issue. But then again, it's about learning. If you learn something today, honestly, just the time and effort you put in is wonderful enough already. And thank you again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, may I invite here on the stage the representative of Cathay Dragon, Mr. Deep Dahal.
Hello everyone. Very good morning, still morning, right? So a very good morning to everyone. And I'm Deep Dahal from Cathay Pacific, Cathay Dragon. We have our 2 airlines. Both hub on Hong Kong. They are the sister companies, Cathay Pacific and Cathay Dragon. Recently changed from Dragon Air to the Cathay Dragon name. So yeah, like everyone said, this Actually, this kind of event is new to me as well. So I'm thinking about what to say actually. Like Mr. Wright said, he had no clue what to say when he was called out. So I'm in a bit of such situation right now. So it's okay to be in such situations. You know, you get to learn new things. Like now I'm learning how to face you and tell you something about which I initially don't know. So that's learning. So I can see many of you are from schools and colleges, and you probably don't know what's going to happen to you in these 2 days. And some of you are a bit scared about what you will say in the next session that we are going to have. And you have all been given some topics, and most probably most of you won't have heard about them before they sent out an email to you about this is your context and you have to prepare on this. So best of luck for that, and I hope you will learn from this event. And initially it's not about how you perform, right? How you give up to it. It's all about the journey you are going through, the experience you are having, and the outcome it will give you. Like you get to come up here and speak to everybody, and it will develop your speaking skills. You feel a bit confident on being on the stage. So that's all about it. So I won't take much of the time, and thank you for having me here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, before we invite our final speaker, I would like to inform that we have a special prize for the delegate with most likes in their Facebook picture. All those interested, please use the following hashtags in their description. Hashtag YTS Chitwan, if you want, please you can write it down. Hashtag Chitwan MUNIII, and hashtag ABC Education. Another requirement, you will have to capture the photo with the flags of our flags that we have provided in the various areas. So you will be recorded our opening ceremony. Please join me in welcoming our final speaker, the President of Youth Thinker Society Chitwan, Mr. Sanjay Paurel.
Being the President of Youth Thinker Society Chitwan, it gives me an immense pleasure that I've got a golden opportunity to welcome you all. As already our Youth Thinker Society co-founder, Mr. Chitwan, has already told a lot about his process, about his MUN experiences, as well as our ABC education. Sachin Nishar has already described about the importance of participating in this type of conference, right? The greatest gift that you can give to yourself is education and growth. So Chitwan Model United Nation, it is one of the greatest gifts and one of the greatest investments that you have given to yourself. It's a matter of very much pride for all the delegates. It is one of the greatest investments for yourself. The Chitwan Model United Nation, it is not easy as we have said. We have done a very long process. We have come through a very long process. We have approached more than 20 to 25 schools, colleges in Chitwan, covering, as already we have told that, we have covered more than 20 districts. Our organizing committee members, they work day and night to make this program a grand successful. Participating in Chitwan Model United Nation doesn't make you the leader in a meanwhile. That is not. It's just a process. We have to go through it. You have to make a change in yourself. It really matters. We face different media persons. We have, as you have seen there, we have got some of our media partners, but we approach near every FM stations. We gave the interview, right? So Chitwan Model United Nation, it is one of the hardest work we did. We counseled, we talked with the teachers, we went to different school colleges, we convinced And that is also the part of what we achieved today. Another important thing is, I would like to give a very thankful to our sponsor. At first, to our event partner, without whom our event would not have been successful to this range. To our ABC Education and Migration. They are not just a consultancy. They are the consultancy who will be guiding your future genuinely, not with the false ambitions and the hopes. To our Cathay Pacific, one of the international airlines, who has shown their kind interest in the youth program. It really means a lot to us. Thanks to the Cathay Pacific team, to our venue partner, Unlimited Technology, to our travel partner, Global Gateway International Travels and Tours, and to the media partner, who have been covering our session and distributing it throughout the nation. Once again, I would like to thank you to all our organizing committee members for working day and night to make this event successful, to our valuable sponsors, and to all the DIAS members who will be making the journey a very much successful. Thank you all, and I would like to welcome you all. Thank you.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the opening ceremony. Now I've been informed that we will be having a photo session outside, and it will be immediately followed by the launch.
All the way from who came here, and I'm the director.
So now, I think it's also better to start from the delegates as well. Can you please tell your name? No. Your name. I'm not yet completed. And just add one adjective before your name. No.
Consistent probable.
Okay. Ira. Funny what? Osan. Iceland. I'm sorry, Ireland.
Dedicated
Samiksha, okay.
Friendly Sita Yopani.
Friendly.
Happy Swarup Khalil.
Nepal. Pragmatic. Love.
Hardworking Isakaki.
Okay, hardworking Isakaki. Pakistan.
Lazy Krishna.
Lazy. Sincere Anjali Pariyar.
Obedient slow.
Obedient slow.
Creative Yogesh Shrestha. Creative Yogesh Shrestha.
Okay.
Sarcastic Navin.
Sarcastic.
Best Saka.
Best Saka.
Humble Mamta Shrestha.
Humble.
Humble Mamta.
Humble. Okay. Korea. Your name, sir? Turkey.
Best Kita.
Best.
An extra board Lakshman.
Extra board.
Shiksha Adhikari, confident yet simple.
Okay, confident yet simple. USA.
Gamer Azkari.
Gamer. What's your name? Cool Isha. Okay, Bangladesh. Happy Regional Festa. Okay, so this session would be very positive, and after 2 days of rigorous debate, I think at the end of tomorrow, I believe that all of us had smiled to school children, kids. Why not your teachers? We're friends, so let's learn together. We're also here to learn from you all. So let's try to create a learning environment together. Okay. So you told that we need to do a bit of session on Arabis, right? Okay. Is it?
Yes.
Our roll call. Yeah. One of you please can you stand and tell what you know about roll call? Delegate Russia.
It's like attendance for
Okay, attendance. Furthermore, what do you know? Just that. Okay.
Whether we are voting or not.
And it will choose whether you are voting or not. Voting for what?
Voting for our resolution.
Resolution, okay, great. So there are two options. One is present.
Now, if any one of you are unclear in between, there is a point called point of parliamentary inquiry. You can just raise your placard and say point of parliamentary inquiry, and then the dais will be explaining you regarding your queries, okay? If you have any confusions regarding the rules of procedure, okay? Is that clear? Any questions, anyone? Please.
Hello everyone, my name is Unnata Timalsina. I will be participating as co-chair during this conversation. So,
Hello everyone, I am Satra Bala and I am participating
so now I will begin with the roll call. As your chair has already mentioned, so you need to raise your card and say present or present or vote. Okay? I will call with name of the delegate of Afghanistan, Bangladesh, China, Ethiopia, Haiti,
Present and voting.
India,
Present.
Indonesia,
Present and voting.
Iran,
Present and voting.
Iraq,
present.
Japan,
Present and
Lebanon,
Present and voting.
Malawi, Maldives, Nepal, North Korea, Pakistan, Peru, Philippines, Russia,
Present and voting.
Saudi Arabia,
Present.
Somalia, USA,
Present and voting.
Vietnam,
Present.
UK,
Present and voting.
Zimbabwe.
Present.
Thank you. So, to rise our motions for the moderator focus on the topic of concept of.
No, agenda. You have to read the agenda first. You have to say, like, I'll just rephrase it. I can understand, right? So you have to say the delegate of so and so country would like to raise the motion to start the agenda so and so. Alright? Yeah, just your format, right? Any seconds for this motion, delegates? Alright, I'll explain once only one agenda. Then basically most of you will obviously be raising the seconds one, okay? In this case. Alright, so when I say any seconds for this motion, you have to raise your play card if you want the motion to be kept on to voting. Alright? Is that clear? So I'll once. Any seconds for this motion, raise your play card. And when you raise the play card, you have to raise it up, high and straight. This means the country leader is dead. Okay? So please keep it up there. Thank you. Anyone against? Anyone against the motion? India, you did not raise the play card in blue. So you have to do either second or against, okay? There is nothing in middle. So yeah. From the next time you can do it in either seconds or against. Thank you. So since we have
The purpose is to express in the absence of moderators, and you can use any language or you can use any other diplomatic skills to persuade others and bring into your team. So the session takes place like this, moderated purpose.
We will be repeating these things once again. Actually, I will be repeating these things. How many of you have done Model United Nations before this event? How many of you have done it? Well, let's say how many of you are the beginners, the first timers? Okay. So okay, I'm a strict chair. or I was a strict chairman. So since this is a beginners level committee, I won't be so much strict. I will be flexible on some points, but don't push me to be strict. Okay. This is also like crowd space, so there might be some side talks and all. Please don't do that. I hate that. And okay, so the formalities besides, let me introduce myself first. My name is Shiris Marzan, and I have been in MN's work of Nepal actively since 2016. I used to work at Youth in the Society. I was a computer engineer. I did computer engineering, worked a little brief time on that field, and now I'm currently studying international relations. How many of you are familiar with UN Charter? Do you know what UN Charter is? So UN Charter is basically UN's constitution, Samvidhan bhaniन्छ UN को. So we will be more focused on UN Charter itself. That's गर्नु भएको छ आफ्नो countryको. Okay. Can you please tell me what zero hunger is? Someone. Zero hunger.
It's all about bringing the hunger number or the digital number of hunger to the zero level.
So,
on a very simple words.
Okay, so how can we achieve zero hunger?
There are like काम गर्नेछ. So with these factors, zero hunger can be achieved.
Okay, so हामीले यसो हेर्दाखेरि zero hunger. Hunger कसरी eliminate गर्ने भन्दा धेरै produce गरेर eliminate हुन्छ भन्ने जस्तो लाग्छ हैन. But it's not as simple as that. There are other factors like transportation. How do you transport all those things that you produce to the people who live there? Also, we might need to touch on that chapter too, because GMO बाट चाहिँ हामीले maybe production बढाउन सक्छ, त्यसो केही कुराहरु निकाल्न मिल्न सक्छ हैन. So this is actually a very vast topic, and resource को लागि फेरि यहाँ
Yeah. So we'll have to vote in all the motions. You'll get to know more about it. Athwa, so let's do a demo of voting, buddy. Okay. Okay, delegate can anyone of you raise a motion for moral caucus?
During national disasters. Thank you, Delegate. That motion is in order. So basically now we can ask for seconds. Or are there any other motions on the floor before that? Thank you, Delegate. That motion is in order. Are there any other motions on the floor? Seeing none, we go on with the motion raised by Delegate of UK Forest by the order of precedence. That is concept of blockchains during natural disasters. So any seconds for this motion? Thank you, Delegates. In second and against, we go on with the voting. Delegates in favor of this motion, raise their play card. In favor, you can raise it. The reason why they have favored this motion. So anyone from those who oppose this motion, can you please give a statement regarding why you rejected this motion? How many of you rejected this motion? This is just like, okay, like I don't know the motion, so I'm just going to reject it. Because you'll end up rejecting everything if you go by that pace. So yes,
अहिले नाच्नुपर्छ है सबै.
म आफू हुन्छु तबसम्म जबसम्म मसँग केही आफ्नो भन्ने रहन्छ. म आफू हुन्छु तबसम्म जबसम्म मसँग आफ्नो भन्ने केही रहन्छ. म नेपाली हुँ तबसम्म जबसम्म ममा केही नेपालीपन रहन्छ. म नेपाली हुँ तबसम्म जबसम्म ममा केही नेपाली रहन्छ. संस्कृतिलाई सम्मान गर्न जानेका छौँ र हरेकको संस्कृतिलाई सम्मान गरिरहँदा हामी आफ्नो संस्कृतिको संरक्षण र प्रवर्धनलाई आफ्नो दायित्व ठान्दछौँ र यसै क्रममा नमुना संयुक्त राष्ट्र सङ्घीय सम्मेलन चितवन मोडल युनाइटेड नेसन एडिसन 3 मा हामीले सांस्कृतिक साँझलाई पनि समावेश गरेका छौँ र यो सांस्कृतिक साँझमा तपाईँ सबैलाई म हृदयदेखि नै स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छु। आउनुहोस् सांस्कृतिक साँझमा सरिक हो। र आजको सांस्कृतिक साँझको पहिलो प्रस्तुतिको रूपमा म निम्त्याउन चाहन्छु नितेश काप्ले दाजु। उहाँको गीतको बोल छ चिठीभित्र।
सजुला पहिले अनि अब कल्चरल नाइटको फर्स्टमै अब अलि हुन्छ नि स्लो टाइपको गीत छ
त्यसैले पश्चात मेरो पाइला सिधै जगमगाउँदो सूर्यसँग चिपुगोस् मलाई आशीर्वाद दिवामा आशाको किरण जगाउन सकौँ मलाई आशीर्वाद दिनु धन्यवाद
निकै नै मलाई पनि मेरो आमाको दर्शन याद आयो यति बेला याद दिलाइदिएको भन्नुभएको छ अब हामी सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम लगायत एउटा छोटो रोमाञ्चक कार्यक्रम गर्दैछौँ यहाँ गेम जस्तो टाइपको यो गेममा चाहिँ के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि हामीसँग यहाँ चिट्ठाहरू छ होइन अनि त्यो चिट्ठा चाहिँ यहाँबाट दिदीले लिनुहुन्छ त्यसपछि उहाँले हेर्नुहुन्छ कि यहाँ कुन कमिटीको कुन डेलिगेट हुनुहुन्छ अनि उहाँलाई चाहिँ यहाँ हामीले बोलाउँछौँ अनि हामीसित यहाँ अप्सनहरू छ के गर्ने भनेर त्यो पनि हामीले हेरेर भन्छौँ अनि त्यही गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ रेडी हुनुहुन्छ अब अर्को छ डेलिगेट अफ फ्रान्स फ्रम एफयू अर्को लोकेशको हुनुहुन्छ कृपया एकचोटि आफूले आफूलाई चित्त भएर कि के हो साथीहरू अर्को चिठा हामीसँग आएको छ डेलिगेट अफ कङ्गो from women women. तिमीले चाहिँ ड्रङ्कन एक्ट गर्नुपर्छ त्यो भनेको जडियाको एक्ट गर्नु पर्यो
all the country. Yes, it's been a very good time here in Chitwan Model United Nations. I guess I'm enjoying it, aren't you? Isn't YUN equals to YUN, moon equals to 5? Isn't it? Oh yes, I'm enjoying my life indeed. These days are going to be the best days of my life, I guess so. So here in this cultural night, I have nothing much cultural to perform as well. I have a poem written by myself. Yeah, it's an English poem. And the topic is the empty coffin. Before I start my poem, let me give a preface to this poem. This is actually a poem written by me myself. It is actually about how a rape victim would feel if she had been alive after the devastation, the major devastation of her life. It's like I have tried to say how would her feels be like after she's been raped, and it's very pathetic to share along this international platform that gives our country. I feel so sad that it's been about 5 to 6 months, but still the condition, there was to the international members here, I'd like to say that there was a very bad black day for Nepalese that Nirmala Panta from the forest in Nepal was raped and murdered, but still, till now there is no any fact that has came over the Nepal police resolving the rape case. So it's very pathetic condition. I have just express my words about the rape case. Let me begin my point. I would like to request a very important thing. Please maintain silence because it's very I would request you to feel the poem. That would be very grateful of you. Thank you. So, the empty coffin. Sealed are with blood on my clothes. Closed are my sunken eyes. A numb body with choking breath follows the stream of tears down my face. The unhealed bruises and scratches that decorate my chest goes to a flashback. As the end of day alights the darkness, the blackness, has its own story that unfolds the industry of terror within me. I have a nightmare past, haunting me every fraction of a second, and a treacherous present whose clutches have grasped me hard. And I still bloom a fading future whose imagination stifles me. My sockened and sickened body prays in despair and regrets being born as a girl. Life's been a colorless star from that day. Every moment that the alienated molestation bumped my wrath and curses, though I know repressing the attack simply delays my hurry. So every dusk I stay low and quiet beside my window. The wind tries to sweep my despondency and melancholy. Feels like a hopeless girl begging the realm of justice, but undone. Every moment, the setting sun bursts into a wreath of colors. My brain impresses my horrified past, and every time I close my sunken eyes with choking breath on a numb body, I feel like the empty coffin is calling me. Because every second I look at the coffin, I dream of relief and peace. The coffin looks straight in my eyes with infinite mercy and compassion that says, "Hey you, yes you, get inside of me, let's fly to the new world of peace." And I smile and simply stare at my broken body. I really wish to escape. Really, the world is so cold for warm hearts. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Literally, this poem gave me a goosebump. अब हामी
Hello?
हुन्छ त्यहाँबाट एउटा राम्रो प्रस्तुतिलाई चाहिँ हाम्रो एबिसी एजुकेसन एन्ड माइग्रेसनले गिफ्ट पनि दिने